Sure is a large day, boys and girls. You just never gets old. But today, we're going to be doing a long-term review of these Korker boots and the Orvis waders, the Sonics. I've had these waders for, I would say 6 or 7 years. The longest pair I have owned, and all I have had to do is put a bit of sealant on this seam and in the crotch. They've held up wonderfully. The bush here in Newfoundland is thick. It's full of sharp trees, twigs, thorn bushes, and I have zero complaints. They're lightweight, they're breathable, super ultra little secret tip. You live in hot climates or it's just a hot day, I find the best material to wear underneath those waders is a pair of pajamas. No joke, trust me on that one. It is great. Now, next one is the Korkers. I've had these boots equally as long as those waders. I have no complaints. They're a lightweight boot, soles are interchangeable. There goes one. The one thing that I did have happen is, you can see the tear that's right there. There's a fabric material that runs down between these two materials, and it's an easy spot to hook a branch, hook a twig, and you end up clipping the threads all the time, and eventually this does somewhat start to fray and tear. Am I upset? No, not at all. The kilometers and or miles, for all you folks outside of Canada, that I've put into these boots are amazing. Funny story though, notice this one's missing the sole. In the last video, we went for a little trip to go find some brook trout through some pretty boggy areas, and one hole I stepped in and came out, I never had a sole, and it took me a while to figure out why I had no traction until I was sitting down and I was like, man, what's in the go? And I looked at my boot and sure enough, no sole. So, beautiful thing about Korkers, you can interchange those soles. Look, that boot I dropped. The soles I were running were a felt studded pattern. I usually find the soles last me about a season, maybe a little less, depending on how much trekking around I'm doing and where I'm doing that trekking. These were a little aggressive stud pattern for my liking, but it was a pair that were on sale at the fly shop, so hey, I picked them up and they worked great. What happened was that the rubber strap on the back, that kind of, I guess that had let go, and it enabled the sole to let go from where it clips on in there, and eventually, I mean, when I was 2 feet down in a peanut butter solution bog, yeah, it was expected. So, yeah, no complaints. So, new soles or new boots. I decided to go with the new boots. Based on the price, there wasn't much selection of soles in stock at the time. So these bad boys were actually a little bit less expensive. I will say, these are the buckskin model, these ones here. I think they were maybe $200 Canadian, something like that. No issues, love them, they were great. These guys, these were much cheaper. Less expensive, about 150 bucks. Again, super lightweight. I've only worn them once so far in a quick adventure last night, which failed miserably. And so far, so good. So I'll do a long-term review on these as time goes by. But yeah, I have zero issues. So yeah, there we go. The buckskins, which held up wonderfully, are going to go up against these guys, which are the greenbacks. So there's about $100 difference in price. From what I can see, just some minor material differences, some leather up around top here versus, you know, the fabric rubber material up here. So other than that, these guys come with this cool little clip for your waders. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. We're gonna head out today and go from there. All right, folks, welcome. We made it. So we're gonna fish this river today, and this dumps out into a pond. And I'll pick up where I left off on my patio, going over my Orvis waders and my Korker boots. So first of all, we're gonna start fishing right here. I got my little black and silver fly on, so for those of you who are curious as to what I fish primarily 100% of the time starting out, is this little guy here. It's got a little bit of a pearl reflective body and just straight up black hackle. We have just little small black flies here in Newfoundland constantly, and it's I mean, you just can't go wrong, right? So it's a good thing to throw around right away to see what's around. It's a good a stimulator fly, I guess they'd call it. So yeah, I'm gonna stand back a little bit, and I see a rock out there that I'm going to try just in front of it and see if there's a fish hanging out in that little hydro cushion that is usually in front of a rock. We're going to walk on down the river. Check some little pools before we get to our first official spot. I'm going to carry on down the river, but we're going to fish these little pockets behind the rocks and that sort of stuff. There's going to be some small trout around, so, you know, gotta get started. Just letting her swing through that little kind of calm part of the water there, waiting for a little nibble. So right away, I will say the new boots are nice and comfortable. I went a size down this time, so I'm gonna have to break them in a little bit, and they're not too tight though. I like them. I'm gonna carry on. The new soles in these boots are doing wonderful. Lots of traction, no issues. As far as the waders go, as I mentioned, I did seal up 2 sections on these waders. I did actually seal the seam last night, again in the leg. It was my own fault. I tore that on a pretty stupid maneuver a long time ago, and I've been dealing with using the old wader fix for a little while, but it always works. Usually do it once a year. But again, 0 complaints with these waders. Very lightweight, very durable. I trash stuff, you know. Growing up as a skateboarder, you break stuff all the time, you get used to it. So that just kind of transferred over into fly fishing, and the amount of rods I broke and waders I've gone through makes some fly fishermen cringe. But that's it. Price you pay. Okay, carry on. Woo! Water is really up. There's a log over there. See if we can pluck a fish out and not hook that tree at the same time. Oh, there we go. Got him. Whee! What do we got? What do we got? The old hands. Lay the rod down. Another brown trout. Little guy. Beautiful little brown. I don't even see the flies everywhere, but there's a guy there in my sleeve and I'm being surrounded. So it's time for some fly spray. All right, let's carry on. Oh, sucker for a little corner pocket though. And that's why. Ah, he's gone. Shiza. These woods are thick.
Ah, we're here. This spot's usually good. Okay. Let's get a fly out there and hammer one right away. But how we're gonna do this is we're gonna wade out a little bit and we're gonna fire straight across. No nibbles yet. Strange. There you go. That's good fish. This is a mud trout. I'm going to say a nice size mud trout. Beautiful brook trout. Whew. Whew. Hog. I gotta haul him out of there. Come on, buddy. Don't want to disturb the rest of the pod because I guarantee you there's a few more of those guys. Oh, battery, don't die. He's not entirely a hog, but he's still a nice little trout. Come on, buddy. Come on. In other news, still don't have a net. Oh, beautiful brookie. Beautiful brookie. Come on, Bubs. I'll walk you into shore. I got a little pool here for you. You don't like shoreline. You don't like the shoreline. Woo, gone. Come here. Let's skeet you right in here. Have a look at this guy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, the slimy slime on him. Look at that guy. That's a beautiful little brook trout. See the colors? All those blue and red spots. Okay, buddy, we'll get you back. Here. Here you go, bud. There you go. See ya, homie. Thanks for the play. Got. He'll wake up in a second when he realizes what's on the go. Get you away from the rest. Whoo! Another beautiful brook trout. Looks to be a little bigger than the other one. Not an entire giant like I thought he was. I mean, he took that. That was a good take. If I can start to get his head up above the water, I'll smurf him right in. Oh yeah, he's a little bigger than the other guy. There we go. Look at that guy. Woo! Beautiful trout. Okay, let's get him right back real fast. Oh, homie, here you go. Sorry, I didn't mean to pull on you too much. There we go. Oh, that's a nice fish too. That's a winning-ish, I think. Whew. A little much. You're a little aggressive. All right. There we go. That is a winning-ish. You can see the big fork in the tail. Got some silver to him. Let's get him back right away. Here you go, bud. Realm. Instant. Instantly. Those guys, zero hesitation. I got a big fish. Oh, that's a tank. A little closer this way. Holy cow, you need the safety. This is definitely a brook trout. He's in the current though, so I couldn't really tell. Come here, Bubs. Nah, my bad. He's not that bad. Not that big, but he's not that bad. We'll just walk him back up into one of these little holes. Oh, it's a nice brookie. That's the trout of the day. Look at this guy. Gorgeous orange and white fins. Nice and chunky, about 12 inches or so. Hey, bud. There you go. Get the grass out of your mouth. There you go. Oh my. Friggin' old winnish. There you. We'll put you back. Oh, a little look at the Winnie. Hey, bud. Hey. Put it right back in the same spot. Look, right there. Ah, you can always find a winnish in the fastest of water. 2 for 2 on casts, folks. Gone. See ya. Classic release. Promise you guys, I will have a net for my next trout adventure. Woo! Oh my! Woo! Little Winnie. See you, man. Whee! Got it. Got it. Yeah, I think our last fish for the day is going to be a micro. Whee! Micro winnish. That's okay, we had a great day. Lots of nice brookies, couple of browns, and lots of winnies. So that will be a Newfoundland Grand Slam, folks. All 3 species of fish in the same water. There you go. Thanks, bud. I'll put you back. There you go, homie. Got it. All right, guys, that's gonna do it. Got a few things to take care of. We've had a pretty epic day of trouting. As I mentioned, lots of brook trout, lots of winnish, a few brown trout in there as well. So hope you found some information I gave you on the Orvis and Korkers useful if you're interested in buying some boots or waders. I recommend them. I mean, I have no real complaints. You know, they're just they do the job, and they don't break the bank. So I mean, how can you really complain? So, but yeah, that's gonna do it. Another winnish for the count. And yeah, if you like what you see and you're interested in seeing some more, hit that like and subscribe button, leave a comment for Mr. Winnie, and we'll see you next time. Peace. Hey, puppies. Get the puppy.
It's a good boy.
Hey?
Who's the good boy? Yeah, I know. You're the good boy, aren't you? Hi, sweetheart. Always with the stick.